is again, right? So even though we talked about them in the front, we still got to talk about them on the side. So my turn signal, four-way flasher, marker lights are all not been broken cracked. They're all properly mounted. They're not missing any screws or bolts, and the proper color is amber. Okay, so next we're going to talk about all of my, so make sure you stand on this side when you talk about it. Yep, all of my mirrors. But on the paper it says monitoring device. So we're going to stand on this side because if we're here, we can't see that it's
broken or cracked or damaged.
But we know it's not, but the examiner wants us to. Oh, hey, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Took my hat.
Nah, did I?
As a Texan.
Oh, hell yeah.
Chicago
It's the wrong
Bulls,
hat.
Yeah. I saw you with the Texans. That's why I was wondering.
Hey, you can have it.
And they won, and you got the other hat wrong.
That
They
should
beat
be
the
weird. I got the wrong
49ers, whatever that is.
All right, so my mirrors are monitoring devices, not been broken or cracked. All four, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts, clean and clear, and what else?
Indicating the driver could. Shit.
You're close. You're close. Adjusted.
Adjusted to the driver's
There
side.
you go. Perfect. So once we
Adjusted
finish,
to the driver's view.
yeah, that's either one of those. Yep. So once we finish that, we're gonna come down here and talk about our depth tank. Now the truck that we test, the battery is down here. On the paper, I believe the battery is next, but we'll get to that later. So it's on this one. It's back there.
Okay.
So my depth tank, it's not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. I see right there. It's not missing any screws or bolts. You can look at that.
Yeah.
There's no leaks.
Okay.
My cap is tight. And sometimes, if you want to add, what would you add?
No, I was thinking like I was talking about cap is present.
Yeah, that's good too. Yeah. So, but if you wanted to add something, I would say I have enough fuel to make this trip.
Is it like a date? It says it has the minimum date of
No, you can say whatever.
Yeah,
I have enough to make. You can say that. That's
you.
good too.
You
Yeah.
got a minimum of an eighth of
Eighth of a tank. Yeah.
of a tank.
So you can say that. You can say half a tank, whatever
Half a
you
tank,
want.
okay.
But really, there's no way to check it unless we're on the inside.
Right.
So after that, we're going to talk about my fuel tank. Remember, fuel tank, not
Fuel
gas
tank,
tank.
Fuel tank.
Fuel.
Yeah, because if he hears gas tank, he may not give you points. Yeah.
No gas in the diesel.
Yeah. And that could be termed or deemed as slang, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
It said
fuel
fuel
tank,
tank.
gas tank.
Fuel
It's the
tank.
same.
They say
Oh.
fuel tank. Don't say something else.
Yeah. So the way we pre-trip it, it's my fuel tank. It's not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted.
Secure.
It's not missing any screws or bolts.
Yeah.
There's no leaks.
Oh, okay. No,
My cap is tight and there should be a safety chain underneath. Also, my fuel tank straps on both sides, we gotta do both fuel tanks, sorry about that. My fuel tank straps are not bent, broken, cracked. They're properly mounted. They're not missing any screws or bolts. And then my rubber seal on both sides, there's no abrasions, boulders, or cuts. They're properly mounted and they prevent metal to metal contact. Okay. After that, we're going to keep moving. We're going to talk about my frame. So when we do the frame, make sure we do the frame and the cross members together. So my frame and cross members, you know what a cross member is?
What is a cross member?
Right here.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
My frame. Yeah, and there's, we'll go back there. Yeah, you're right. Not been broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts, and there's no illegal welds. All right, so now we're going to keep rolling back here. Frame and cross members, then we're going to go here. So on the front of the vehicle, it says airbag on that list. You'll see when you pre-trip it, but there's no airbag on the front of the vehicle. So we wait till we get back here. So when we do it, make sure we talk about the mounts at the top and the bottom first. Not been broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts. My airbag itself is rubber, so there's no abrasions, boulders, or cuts. It's properly mounted, no leaks. So now we can talk about my DOT reflective tape. Proper color is what? Red and white. It's 100%. What else can we add if we wanted to? Not ripped, torn, or frayed. Yeah, there you go. Well, not ripped, torn, or frayed, I mean, because it could be ripped. And then we got the lights back here. This is going to be the last thing on the side of the vehicle. So if we look, we see the red lights. We know the red lights have how many functions? Four. Turn signal, four-way flasher, marker lights, and brake lights. So when we do it like that, we can pre-trip them all together. Not been broken, cracked, properly mounted. not missing any screws or bolts. Proper color is red. We said the functions in the beginning, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we got our reverse light. It's in the middle. It's up. Not bent, broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts. Proper color is what? White. Yeah, white or either one. And normally we would have a license plate down there. We treat it just like we did the one in the front. Not been broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts, and it's up to date. So that's everything for the side of the vehicle. So we just knocked out three things. So let's go ahead and knock out Papa. All right. So publicly, we always start with our hoses, right? So we got hoses, and then we have our shoot, it's Monday.
Glad hand,
Fittings,
Yeah, my
couplings.
metal fittings. Yeah,
Fittings.
thank you. My metal fittings. Yeah, and then my glad hands, and then the rubber seal. So the way we do it one step. All these, we make sure we say no leaks.
No leaks.
So for example,
No leaks.
we have to
Right.
distinguish which is which. So my service and my
Right.
emergency air hose.
Yeah, man.
There's no abrasions, boulders, or cuts.
Right.
They're properly mounted. There's no leaks. My metal fittings on both sides are not bent, broke, or cracked. They're properly mounted. They're not missing any screws or bolts, which, that's what it is. Also, there's no leaks. Next, my service and emergency glad hand. Not bent, broke, or cracked. They're properly mounted. They're not missing any screws or bolts. There's no leaks. My rubber seal on the inside, remember rubber.
Rubber
no
seal.
abrasions, boulders, or cuts. Properly mounted. No leaks. So look, we just knocked all this out, right? So now we jump here. My electric line. Because it's wires on the inside, we're going to say what? It's not ripped, torn, or frayed. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts. And then my safety latch right here. Not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts on both sides. Properly mounted, blah, blah, blah. And then my electrical connector, we just point right here. My electrical connector on both sides are what? Not been broken, cracked. They're properly mounted. Not missing any screws or bolts. And there's no what?
Leaks. No
Connect.
Yeah, the connection. There's no corrosion
corrosion.
on the connectors. Just like in our battery in our car. We got corrosion. We're going to probably replace that battery at some point. So also we got to talk about the pins on the inside. They're not bent, broken, cracked. They're properly mounted. And then we can say there's no corrosion. So once we finish that, what do we say? My hoses and wires should not be crossed. They should not be touching any part of the catwalk. And look, I have enough slack to make turns. Okay. So then we jump down here. We talk about everything on the fifth wheel, right? So, can I see that one? There you go. They're both the same. So,
Is that poison oak?
I don't know what this is, man. It's weak, I know that. So, right here, we're going to talk about what's this? My apron, right?
Apron.
My apron. It's not bent, broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts. And it's what? Properly greased.
Properly greased.
Yep. And then here, my skid plate. Not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. Not missing any screws or bolts. And it's properly greased. Then look, there's no daylight between my skid plate and my apron. Or some people say no gap, whatever.
No gap.
Either one is fine. Then I'm going to go here, talk about my pivot pin. It's not bent, broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. Not missing any cotter pins. Or what was cotter pins, or there's another word for it, I can't think right now. Then we'll talk about my release handle right here. Not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. What else? It's in the lock position. Not missing any screws or bolts.
CDLB.
Oh yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
fine
you're done for that. For
now.
Yeah. So next, my
Kingpin.
what's over here?
The safety latch.
Yeah, my safety latch.
latch.
Not being broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any contour pins. Yep. And then right here we have my fifth wheel platform. Not being broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any mounting bolts. And then we go on the other side, like when we talk about what? My kingpin, same thing. Not being broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts. Really, there's no screws or bolts, but we would say it's properly greased. And then we have our locking jaw, which locks around the kingpin. Man, back it up, boom. not been broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts, and it's properly grazed, and it's locked around the shank of the kingpin. Kingpin. So that's it for pumpkin, right? So now we have the side of the trailer. So like I tell everybody, if you break this down into sections, it's a lot easier. Some people just try to pre-trip and they're all over the place. So my lights, what's this light?
Amber.
Marker.
Marker.
One function. Marker lights. Not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts. The proper color is amber. DOT reflected tape all the way down, or 50%. Proper color is red and white. So then we come back, and now we're here. From here to here, I'm going to say, from my mud flap to my landing gear, I have enough space to make turns. And then I'm going to talk about my frame and my cross members under here, not being broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts, no illegal welds.
So how many cross members is it?
So we just point these up, 1, 2, 3, any of these, or you
Okay.
can talk about that one, whatever.
Okay.
So my cross members, my frame and cross members, not being broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts, no illegal welds. And then we talk about my trailer bed, not being broken. Well, it is.
Yeah.
So if it is, I would say it is. My trailer frame is bent, broke, and it is cracked, but it can hold the weight of my load. That's all you need to say on that. So then we come here. We're just working our way back. Oh, gotta go here. My
Yeah, the
bad.
handle.
We're just working our way back. My landing gear crank handle. It's not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts, and it's in the what position? Yeah, put away position or stowed away, whichever one you want to call it. And then my landing gear leg, it's not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. See right there, not missing any screws or bolts. There's no illegal welds. My landing gear shoes or feet, not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts, and it's in the fully raised position. Then we come back here. My turn signal, 4-way flasher, marker lights, not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts. What else? Proper color,
Amber.
amber. So now I'm gonna keep working our way back. So remember this. This will definitely help you out. So the only light that's gonna be amber at the back of the truck is gonna be my ABS light. So if you forget, what the hell is that? It's not a marker light. No, it's my ABS light. Because it's the only one that's amber that's back here. Pre-trip it the same way as we do all the other lights. One function. Not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. Not missing any screws or bolts. Proper color is amber. And then right here, what do you think this is?
Flashy, what is it?
Marker lights.
Marker light?
Yeah,
Marker
one
light.
function. Yep. Now, if we had emergency lights turned, that would be up the middle light. It's a little
Oh.
bigger.
Oh, bigger.
So this is a marker light. Not been broken, cracked, properly mounted, not missing any screws or bolts. Proper color is red. Remember, all the lights at the back of the truck are gonna be red, right? On the side, back here, it's gonna be the only one that's red. So we'll go back here now. So I always start with my DOT reflected tape. What do we say? No abrasions, moldings, or cuts. It's properly mounted. Proper color is red and white. We could say it's clean and clear if we wanted to. So remember, 3 functions, 2 functions, 1 function. 3 functions is what? Turn signal, 4-way flasher, marker lights. 2, my brake light, marker lights. 1, marker lights.
Okay.
So we can pre-trip all those together. My turn signal, 4-way flasher, marker lights, my brake light, marker lights, and my marker lights are all not been broken, cracked. They're all properly mounted. They're all not missing any screws or bolts, and the proper color is red. So we just knocked all those out. So next we jump down here on license plate, just like we did in the front. Not been broken, cracked. It's properly mounted. Not missing any screws or bolts. It's up to date. A license plate light. Not been broken, cracked. Properly mounted. Not missing any screws or bolts. Proper color is
Clear.
yeah, or white, either one. So that's it for the rear. It's not that much. It's not that much. If I were you, I would have just recorded it anyway, just so you
Yeah.
got it. You never